What is up, guys? So I heard you want to make money by simply tweeting, so this guide might be for you. So strap up, take a lot of notes, because initially I was doing some research and I saw a guy named Alan Quantify posting about his mining journey, and he started on Subnet 23 called Nuance, and he showed a super interesting picture of his miner dashboard claiming he had earned around 0.7 tau, which I found pretty interesting because to tweet and to earn almost 300 US dollars sounds like a very good deal to me. Let's see right now if this subnet is bogus. Is it sustainable? Is it something that we can use to earn long term? Actually, how sustainable this subnet is. But let's get to the bottom of this, because I'm going to try to register as a miner and earn some alpha tokens. All right, guys, we are war ready. We have my coffee. We're ready to battle. Let's see if this subnet is worth it. So at first glance, the subnet had a massive run up when dynamic tau was super hot in the month of May, and it reached almost 0.02 tau, and now it is down a whopping 88%. To me, at first glance, without judging too much, this price action simply looks like, miners are tweeting and they're dumping the alpha tokens for tau, and there's not enough buyers or, a strong narrative to actually pump the price up again. So, if the subnet continues like this, the alpha price can, continue to go down and eventually get deregistered. So this is something to consider. Next up, these are insane nuggets that I'm showing you guys. So I hope you guys are taking some notes. Let's see how much the miners are earning, because I'm on your radar, guys. I see what you guys are up to. So head on over to the metagraph section, which is right next to the chart, and just scroll down and you see these little icons here. The shields are the validators and the pickaxe are the miners. So as you can see, pickaxe all here, they have some stake weight, but on the miners, the stake weight is on the miners hotkey, means they're earning some alpha tokens. So if you press shift on your keyboard and you scroll to the far right section, you're gonna see something here, daily, and boom, we have our answers right here. So let's just make sure we're on a miner tab. Boom, so 239. This dude is earning 142 alpha tokens per day. Jesus Christ, 142 times the alpha price equals 0.3 tau per day. This dude is earning 125 US dollars per day for tweeting. I don't know exactly what he's doing, but we are going to get to the bottom of this. I hope you guys are picking up a natural curiosity when it comes to this, because you won't become a Bittensor miner just by sitting on your lap. You actually need to go out there in the woods, in the wild, and catch your fish. So the next thing I'll be doing is just reading a bunch of articles on what Nuance is, because I literally have no idea. And also, if you click here under GitHub, open link with new tab, I'm just going to read a bunch of articles right here, try to see the files, use ChatGPT to explain to me, what means what. If there's a complicated word that I don't understand, maybe here in the README, I'll check the miner setup, which is probably somewhere here as well. Nuance is a Bittensor subnet that rewards nuanced factual contributions to a public discourse. Okay, so miners link their Bittensor UID to an X account. That's super easy. Posts are judged by factuality, nuance, and tone via Rayon Labs. I don't know what via Rayon Labs actually means, but I think these are the people that score us. That was pretty much it for that. There was some drama with one post that he made exposing some mining cheaters and people like circle jerking themselves and just keeping the rewards to themselves. So as someone that wants to register on that subnet and I want to do honest work, I need to understand how are miners cheating. Is it something that's going to price me out? Is it going to be worth it my time? So Jesus Christ, man, 0.7 tau for 2 tweets. What the hell is this, man? We're so freaking early. But in reality, miners earn tau if their tweet is quote retweeted by one of the top 100 Bittensor influencers, or there's a quick LLM that filters checking that your tweet isn't extreme. Sounds like a private VIP club that you need to be in it. How can the subnet claim to incentivize Nuance when the quality of your post has nothing to do with the rewards you get as a miner? So this is a first bad look, but let's keep digging. So I'm just going to use my bot really quickly to see what's going on. What are miners saying? Boom, just whatever, right? 12, and just wait for the shoots inference to pop up. So let's see what is going on inside that Discord. Miners on Nuance 23 are stuck in a loop. Post submit to some validators, but timeouts on chain. Okay. It's pretty normal. The October follower list was refreshed and weight exponent lowered from 1.5 to 1.2. So they had done some updates with the list, but you know, how do you get on that list? I don't know yet. Core team is largely absent, while the official devs promise a fix to the broken reward payout. So, I mean, it doesn't look too promising, but I can still register for experience and see you know, can I actually earn something if I'm not on that list? They've done some changes to the list, so you can read on that. You can see the list here. So if you open the link, boom. So you see a list. I do not know exactly how to use that list to my advantage right now, but you see some prominent names like Cons Reborn, Barry Silbert, Joseph Jackson. You see their weights and their followers on that list. I'm not sure what it means, but this is something, you know, to keep track of. How it works, I don't know. Until now, it sounds super simple. Verify your account, post quality content, earn Tau. Sounds a little bit too good to be true, but maybe we're that early. That's why this channel is called Trendsetter Capital. We're all about catching the trends, what's early, what people don't know about. We're not here to invest in Cardano or XRP or even Ethereum. We're here to make life-changing money with new methodologies in crypto. All right, so now that we know that I can earn, let's see the miner setup. I hope you guys are taking notes because this is a live example. You guys should, you know, replicate it, do the same. If you have any more questions, you know, you want one-on-one communication with me, you want, you know, a bit more help, I have a private Discord and even a help channel right here, you know, to help you guys out with your setups and Bittensor overall questions. They've laid out on their official documentation a one-pager step-by-step on how to start earning. So set up your wallet, register on a subnet via your terminal. You quote reply the subnet with your hotkey, and you post about Bittensor or Nuance. These are the current focus topics. So what's pretty cool is that it's original posts only, no quote retweets. It forces you and it incentivizes you to be interesting, helpful, and to actually post quality tweets. And this is pretty cool. Validators use a large language model to assess quality, nuance, and relevance. And if you don't use AI, you get 50% more score multiplier. So this is pretty interesting. I never use AI for all my tweets. I think, you know, the natural human typing is much more clearer and better. And just overall, it doesn't sound like slop. So I think your post quality, which is judged by the LLM, times the number of accounts on that list. So if you have 20 people on that list that follow you, you now get to earn some freaking Tau tokens just for tweeting, and the relevance, which is also scored, you know, by the LLM. So the more people that you have on this list that follow you, this is how you get to earn alpha tokens. So it's pretty logical and it makes sense. You cannot just register tomorrow, start tweeting and start earning. You need these people to notice you and to actually follow you. And you know, with the weight that they have, for example, Open Tensor has a much higher weight if they follow you compared, you know, to the last person on that list. But I think they even mentioned it's the top 100 people. So Yanez AI is the last person that needs to follow you for you to have an effect on your tweets. So what gets rewarded? High quality original posts, factual content, quality, and what doesn't get rewarded? So quote tweets, spam or low effort posts, off topic, misinformation, replies to others. And the major improvements. Quote tweet disabled, that's good. Engagement removed. And this is just a simple scoring formula that you can keep in mind, but it's pretty straightforward. So yeah, at this point, I kind of know how to earn tokens. Let's see how many people on that list follow me. Luckily for me, this person right here, Mike Contango, follows me. So big shout out to you. I have at least one person. I'm not going to check more, but you know, I think I'm eligible to earn some tokens. So let's see. All right, quick little bonus tip. I think I read it somewhere, but if you click on Python version, I think that this is the only Python version that you must download on your terminal for your miner to be able to submit, you know, your tweets to the validators. Otherwise, it's not going to work. Me personally, I already have a lot of VPSs that are ready, that have purchased, but I'm gonna give you another nugget. If you write racknerd.com new year, you're gonna have a bunch of very cheap deals right here, and you can see you can buy a VPS for like $20-$30 per year, and you're gonna have a virtual server where you can set up your miner and just log it from there. All right, so let me just quickly SSH into my VPS. If I want to continue, yes. All right, so I haven't logged in a long time in this VPS, so let me just update the Ubuntu packages and all the security things. just before running Python 3.10. So apt update, let's see. This is the equivalent of, just doing the latest Windows update if you haven't logged into your computer in a long time. All right, let's quickly check with this command if we have Python installed, if anything. Wow, so this VPS actually comes with the exact Python version pre-installed that I actually need to mine on Subnet 23. So that's out of the way. All right, so now I ran pip version like they mentioned in step 1, and I don't have pip, so you need to run this command right here if you don't have it, obviously. And look at it go, it's downloading. And pip is just like a file that the system uses to, install Python packages, like Bittensor packages. All right, guys, so this is just an example prompt that I use as a beginner Bittensor miner. So I just copied the whole miner setup into ChatGPT and I gave him some context. So here's the full miner setup. We're mining on Subnet 23 called Nuance. You get paid to tweet. There's a famous list of 100 people that need to follow your X account. I give him all this context. You can read it right here. I need to set up a miner on my VPS, start it, then start tweeting. This is what I need to do. Write me a step-by-step guide in plain English. It's super important that you write that if you're not so technical, and guide me on what each command means, why they're needed, and just guide me overall on what to paste and where. Give me a full cheat sheet roadmap on what to do, and ask me if I did it. If you're missing any information on my setup, ask me. And if you're not 100% sure, do not paste me some outputs, ask me questions instead. These are the types of prompts that I use to direct the chatbot to quickly help me set up a miner. So obviously it gave me all these answers. I have a little bit of knowledge to understand this and it all made sense, so I went with it. But be careful because sometimes, the chatbot, if you don't guide it properly, it hallucinates a lot. It can slow you down. It could mess up your things. You could be doing the wrong thing without even knowing. So it's important to not be a copy-paste zombie when it comes to Bittensor mining. All right, so we have Python installed. We have the pip version, which runs on 3.10. And as you can see, I'm pretty aware with what we're doing. And I said, okay, I'm good. Let's set up a virtual environment, make a Nuance folder and clone the repo there. So just make directory called Nuance. Boom, it's made. And I guess cd Nuance. Boom, I'm in my Nuance directory. Now we're just going to clone this repo right here. So boom, you see the command right here, git clone, and just you copy the same link. So right now what we just did with this command right here, git clone, we basically copied all these files, it's a git command, onto our VPS machine to be able to have the proper start miner commands and all these things without even coding a single bit. So now since you just cloned the code, just type ls to see what files are under this folder. And you can directly see the whole, Nuance repo right here. Now we're going to create a 3.10 virtual environment with this command right here. And guys, by the way, I'm not a genius. All of this is done with ChatGPT. The proof is literally in the pudding. I'm not coding these things. I'm not storing information in my brain. I'm just directing large language models and they're telling me what to do. So right here, I created a folder called Nuance. I listed the components of that folder and I had a folder called Nuance with a capital inside Nuance. So I changed the directories into Nuance to go inside that folder as well. And we can see the whole GitHub right here. And we need to be in both Nuance to actually install the virtual environment in there, in the right place, because every miner runs in a virtual environment to not mess things up and for things to run smoothly. So we're going to install a package called UV. For some reason, the Subnet 23 uses UV, so we're just going to follow their commands. UV package is like a smarter virtual environment package, so let's see what it does. All right, so now I ran UV sync, it's doing its thing. So UV run Python version, I think everything seems good, the version is still good. So now for all of this, I just pasted my output to the chatbot and let's see what he says. So according to the chatbot, at this stage, your miner environment should be already built and isolated on its own. So the only thing left to do is create a wallet, fund it with a bit of tau, register on that subnet, start the miner and actually start working. All right, looking pretty interesting. We're already at step 3. So we just need to create a wallet. I already have a Coldkey wallet. I just need to create a new hotkey and tie it to my existing Coldkey where the funds will actually accrue. Then you need to register on the subnet and check your registration status with a simple btcli subnet show command on your terminal. And if you have been watching my other mining guides, Anything related to registering a miner, sending transactions, or just signing something that is decrypting your private keys, whether it's on your Coldkey or your Hotkey, needs to be done on your local machine. So it's going to get a bit twisted. I'm going to be using two command line interfaces that are different, but that's the nature of the game. You need your Coldkey safe on your own computer, because someone can back up the VRAM and actually figure out your private key and drain your funds. So for that reason, we're going to open a virtual box. Everything is already set up for me because I mined on Subnet 93. And I'm going to open my own virtual machine that runs on my computer, which I'm making this video on right now, and sign the Subnet registry and the hot wallet creation from my computer. I know it's twisted, but this right here, guys, is one computer, and this right here is another computer somewhere in the United States that I don't control. This is mainly to check like your miner logs, your score, and just run simple btcli commands for like health checks and things of that nature. So, just click here, btcli new hotkey. This is the command to run to actually start interacting with the prompts on the terminal. So just copy that part because I don't want to add any more flags. I want the whole prompts to be as easy as possible. So it's very simple, guys. Paste btcli new hotkey, enter wallet name default. So I'm just going to enter my Coldkey name. Enter the name of the hotkey, so Nuance 1 because it's my first miner. And most likely I'm going to blur out when they showed the seed phrase, obviously. Choose the number of words. I always advise to choose 12 words because you're going to have to manage many seed phrases, many miners if you're advanced into this, 12. And now I'm probably going to blur out the rest, but just follow the prompts. After you select 12, you're going to have your seed phrase on the terminal. Take a pen and paper, write it down, write the miner hotkey name, which Coldkey it's attached to, because if you need to activate it from a different computer around the world, you're going to need your little scrapbook. So I'm going to close right now the video just to note all my stuff and get back to you guys. So as you can see, I just wrote down my seed phrase. Let's look at the new layout, btcli wallet list, and you can see right here, I have my second miner, which is registered on my local machine, which is my Windows computer. It is nested under the Coldkey, so you can think of this as we have two workers bringing in money to one Coldkey. So if you run this command right here, btcli wallet balance, you can see your free TAO balance because registering on a subnet costs TAO. So you always need to have a little bit of free TAO, to register on any kind of subnet. If you go on TAO stats and on your designated subnet on the registration tab right here, you can see the registration cost. At the moment, it's almost next to free to register on this subnet. As the miner slots fill up, the registration cost naturally goes up. There's a special calculation that, is handled by the Bittensor main chain. So right now it's next to nothing to mine. I already have enough free TAO balance to make this subnet registry command. But if you don't, you need to have another wallet, which is either centralized or decentralized, and fund it on the wallet that you're regging with. So let's just run this command right here, which is btcli subnet register. You can find it right here. Paste it right here, btcli subnets register. It's going to ask you NetUID, right 23, enter the wallet name. This is your Coldkey, all right? So enter your Coldkey name. Enter the hotkey. Remember your hotkey name. And they clearly give you your hotkey right here and your Coldkey. Make sure these make sense and you have them noted down. Just write yes. And as soon as you press enter, this is the point where you're gonna pay this flat fee to register. Enter your password. And it's going to decrypt the transaction on your own machine. Obviously, I'm going to blur everything out, but if everything is successful, you should see your previous balance, your next balance, and then with a green check mark registered on Subnet 23 with your miner UID. This is like your miner badge. So we're officially on the Subnet metagraph. You're supposed to see yourself, if you go on TAO stats on the metagraph here, within like 15 minutes, you're supposed to see yourself as an immune miner. The immune miners have an orange pickaxe. This means that you cannot get kicked out for a set period of time. And right here, these are the versions where, the subnet relies on. And if you look closely, I'm just zooming this in, requires Python equal or, greater or equal to version 3.10. But if you look at right here on line number 9, it says Bittensor equal 9.10.1. In Python language, equal means that it needs to be absolutely this or else it doesn't work. So, in my opinion, I'll just play it safe and I'll download, this version of the Bittensor package and not the newest release. And if you see closely, my Bittensor version is 9.10.1, but if you see the latest one is 9.12. So I was just double checking if everything was all right. It gave me this one tap command. Subnet 23 is actually made because of this file right here to run on this Bittensor version exclusively, like it's not a range. So it's important for you guys to run this grep command right here to know your Bittensor package versions, and also which version the subnet relies on. So we're just going to run this command right here. So when we run this grep command, we can have Bittensor version 9.10.1. So you can triple check everything once again. And you have it, Bittensor CLI, the Drand, whatever, and the wallet. So now we're supposed to be able to run btcli command. So let's say btc wallet list. No wallet found. So this is completely normal. I need to import my Coldkey PUB and then nest my hotkey inside that VPS to be able to, start the miner. All right, so to regenerate the Coldkey, just run this command right here, btcli wallet regen _ Coldkey PUB, enter. I'm probably going to blur out the rest, for privacy reasons. Enter the path of the wallet. This is the base path, just Bittensor wallet, just press enter again. Enter the name of the wallet for the new Coldkey PUB. All right, so just enter the same wallet, that is easily recognizable for you. Something that you can look at this for 1 second and understand, oh, this is that wallet starting with this wallet address. So I'm probably going to blur out the rest, just for privacy reasons. Enter the SS58 address. This is where you enter your public address where all your Tau is sitting, or, wherever you want your miner emissions to route to. So for me, it looks something like this. So once you press enter after you've written your Coldkey PUB address, it's supposed to say regenerated Coldkey PUB successfully. We did this so we're able to nest our actual real hotkey with the private keys on this VPS to be able to start our miner and have control of our miner from the VPS. So now if you write btcli w list, btcli wallet list, you're supposed to see a Coldkey PUB right here, and you're going to be able to, regenerate the hotkey. So now we would need to regen our hotkey, not our Hotkey PUB. So open up the scrapbook, that you wrote your 12 words earlier, and just study this page right here deeply. Use it with a large language model to tell you, how to do that command. But let me give you an example. So if you paste it, it's btcli wallet regen _ hotkey -- wallet.name, your wallet Coldkey name at first, -- wallet hotkey and the hotkey name, and then -- again, mnemonic with 2 commas. So these are 12 fake words that I just generated out in the air, and it needs to look exactly like that. If you misspell anything once, if you forget some quotes, if you put a caps lock, if you put an extra space, if you do one single error in this whole command, it will not work. So make sure these 12 words right here, they're your real 12 words in the good order, and you're going to have access of your miner, from your VPS after running this. So I'll catch you guys on the other side, after I have done this. All right, so I've just regenerated my hotkey, with the 12 words. So if you do btcli wallet list, you should see your Coldkey PUB and your hotkey miner with the private keys there, so we can actually start our miner. And guys, don't worry about entering your 12 words on a VPS of a hotkey, because a hotkey in Bittensor mining is mainly used to start your miner, stop your miner, just do commands for your miner, and it never holds any tokens. It cannot transfer any tokens. It cannot do anything related to your Tau bag or even your alpha tokens. So the next step is create an environment file and tell the subnet our actual wallet names and hotkey names for the validators to communicate with us properly. So copy this code right here and just paste it. If you want, pause the video, just take a snapshot of this, a screenshot, tell the large language model to write it for you. Obviously, it's not good because my wallet names differ from yours. So just write this command and press enter. It's going to create the .env file. And you can then check it to double check everything is fine. So boom, the env file just got created, and then you can run this command right here, cat.env, to fetch it. And you are going to see we are on the Finny main chain. This is our wallet path and this is our wallet names. It's as simple as that. So now that your env file is created, we need to actually authenticate our X account, and I have never seen it, but I read the documentation. You basically need to reply or quote tweet one of the subnet's official posts and link your whole hotkey. So you need to do that. So I just decided to write this, and I'm going to post it. And after that, we are going to be on our way to start the miner. It's going to prompt us like the tweet ID and our X username. So we need to fill that out. And I think it's pretty much it. So we're gonna post that right now. So if you look closely, step 6, commit your X account to the chain. So we basically need to run this command right here. And it says when prompted, enter your X account username and verification post ID. So this is something that will verify on chain. So let's try that out. I do not know what's going to happen. There seems to be an issue. I have no idea what that means. So let's figure that out. All right, so I think my .env file has some missing information, because if you look at their GitHub, their .env file example is much larger and with much more information. And I see there's 2 API keys right here, so I do not know where to get these API keys at the moment, the shoots and the Turo API key. Not even sure what that is. So I'm just checking with the Discord right now, asking questions, checking with a chatbot. Is it something I missed? But yeah, that's pretty much it where I'm at right now. So I just pasted the .env file to ChatGPT, and it gave me a full paste, that's accorded to me. So let's just paste that code right here. So I just changed our .env file, and we have, my wallet name right here, the hotkey and the cold key. So I think we need to Control O to save it, and then enter, and then Control X. So if we write nano.env again, this is what it looks like. So Control X. So I think we can try to run. He may have the same issue as me. Someone say you don't need it. So let's just try to YOLO it and try to start the miner with just nothing. Oh, so it started. So as you can see, we're good. Our miner is officially running, boys. This is crazy. So write whatever is here without the little A, and write your verification post ID. So if you click on it, you just need to copy these final numbers and press enter. It's taking up a bit of time, but let's just wait it out. All right, boys. So if everything worked properly for you guys, you should get this green sentence. You have committed X account with username, boom, 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 verification post ID and the number to the chain. And we're all set. So now I just need to strategize how to tweet. Let's see what we can do. All right, so now a super important part. Let's create something called a systemd. So once we close our terminal and we SSH out, our miner keeps running. So you're gonna take this command right here and just paste it. It looks something like this, enter. It's going to take you inside of a systemd folder like this one. And you're just going to actually paste this whole command. Any chatbot can direct you on how to write these with the right paths and everything. As you can see, if you read this, restart equal always. So in case your VPS reboots or you close, or it's just going to stay open at all times, because you need uptime for validators to query your miner and for you to get emissions. So copy this, boom, paste it, and it's the same as the env file. So Control O plus enter, then Control X to exit. And now you can run this reload and enable command for the systemd. So you can write the 3 at once. So copy that and paste it. Boom, created symlink, whatever, the systemd is created. So now I think we're good. If I close my SSH right here, my miner will still be up and running. Let's check the status of our miner. So if you write this, Nuance, boom, active and running. You see it right here with the command that I just showed you. And if you want to watch the logs to debug if something's wrong, if you want to paste it in the Discord, journal, CTL, FU, Nuance, and boom, you have the logs right here. And if you want to quit the logs in real time, just Control C. So boys, this is officially it. I do not know how I'm going to tweet and earn money right now, but we are going to get ahead and tweet. Just look at the scoring logic, the incentive mechanism, and just try to track what works, what doesn't work, if you need to reply. All right, guys, so that pretty much wraps up the whole Nuance Subnet 23 miner setup. I hope you enjoyed this video. My closing thoughts on this subnet is that the revenue model isn't so strong. I have absolutely no idea how this subnet is going to bring in real world revenue. How will customers or companies or even businesses or regular people pay that subnet for it to provide value? One quick way we can think of this is that it's very similar to Bitcast. So long term, if I really stretch it, I would see this subnet as, potentially working with all kinds of companies, to incentivize their products or their services for a fee. I'm a little bit skeptical of the alpha price. It's bleeding down pretty strongly right now. But, Alan Quantify made almost 6 Tau tokens in 25 days. So once again, you would need some followers from that list to follow your account. So if you're interested about tweeting on Bittensor, start slowly, take baby steps, build your brand, start tweeting. And when you have people on that list that recognize you, you can then start a miner registry on that subnet and do your thing. Guys, we're so early into Bittensor, not every subnet will be the next NVIDIA, and that's all right. We're here because we're trendsetters. We want to learn what works and what doesn't and be early and ahead of the curve. So we're trying things out. It doesn't matter if they're not sustainable 15 years down the road. It's still good experience if you can start being a miner on Bittensor. With that being said, if there's something you didn't understand or you want me to cover another specific subnet or more mining guides, drop a comment down below. What do you want me to cover on Bittensor? Because the possibilities are literally endless. This is an amazing ecosystem. I say it in almost every video. Every crypto holder should learn Bittensor on a deeper level, because if you simply hold your Tau tokens and you're serious about them and you don't sell them after a 2 or 3x, the room for growth is similar to Bitcoin as back in 2013. So that's the whole purpose. The halving's coming up, boys. Keep it up. I know the price is not the best right now, but it's in these types of moments where warriors are forged.